the trial have started and people are now, you know, I think many lawyers, legal minds have come to realize that this is no longer prosecution but persecution. And that is why they volunteer to come into the matter, you know, because the law is being taught upside down here. And if you're a legal man, you will not allow that to happen. You know, they are there to tell the federal government the truth about this matter. Because they refuse to listen to wise counsel earlier on. When they called to say this man should go, and they refuse. So this time around, I want to see that excuse they will give. This terrorism charges they brought against Nnamdi kanu, I want to see how it will stand. Because it is only Buhari that sees Nnamdi kanu as a terrorist and IPOB as a terrorist group. But Fulani herdsmen and all the other groups that are killing Nigerians all over the place, they are not. They should tell us when Nnamdi kanu killed one particular Nigerian, or when IPOB went to ransack an entire village, kill everybody there. You do know what terrorism, terror. That means you are putting fear in people, you are destroying lives and property. And they should come and tell us. So these other ones who are doing it with arrogance and impunity, maybe they are saints, while Nnamdi kanu is declared a devil. So
now the call by the IPOB, that's Indigenous People of Biafra, condemning the scheduled court procession and the scheduled court proceedings and all that, saying that if Nnamdi kanu is being tried in a court of law in Nigeria, that is more like, you know, will I say, they call it a sham to start.
Yeah, it's a persecution because jurisdiction matters. You said Nnamdi kanu said all sorts of things. He said it in England, in UK.
So you don't think that can actually, you know,
it will not stand.
like
It will never stand. It will not stand. It's the case is dead and arrival. It will not stand. If you check, Nnamdi kanu has been saying he wants to go through trial. Yeah. So he's not afraid of going through trial because he has said that he did not do anything wrong. That is a self-determination group leader. He's not shying away from.
Which in Nigeria now have been prescribed and been tagged a terrorist group. In Nigeria, the courts made IPOB to be a terrorist organization.
No. Your law must be in tandem with international norms. Okay. You can't just wake up and take laws into your hand and say that everybody will suffer. Is it true that this thing is the UN Charter? Self-determination, is it in UN Charter? The answer is capital yes. That is why nobody in the whole world sees Nnamdi kanu as a terrorist. So on what ground are you now going to prosecute and persecute him?
All right. So one of the charges they always charge our leader, Nnamdi kanu, is these terrorism charges. Yes, that he is leading a terrorist group, which is IPOB. And then I laughed. In fact, this is also one of the charges that Nigeria has taken to Finland to be leveled against Simon Ekpa. In fact, in the case of Simon Ekpa, they said that he is also funding a terrorist group. As much as he's leading a terrorist group, he's also funding a terrorist group because of the fundraising that he's doing. Well, I wouldn't want to talk too much. I'll show you a video now. Please take a little time and watch this video.
Why can't they stop these Fulani men who are terrorizing this country and have made it impossible? They come to Benue and kill, just in my local government, within the space of 40 people have been killed, more than 40 people. In another local government, over 20 people were killed, and then you want me to keep quiet.
Fulani people don't talk, say, look, they want you to, they won't carry this country, make it become their own. Make them come and say, they Fulani too. Now them get Nigeria. Fulani nationality movement. Now them attempted to assassinate me. They wanted to kill me. Now only God helped me that day. I tell you, these people say Nigeria, now the only country where belongs to them. They don't write them. I have documents to show this. I don't send them to president. I don't send them to police. I don't send them to DSS. These people say, look, nothing will stop them because they wanted this revolution in 1800 and they could not achieve it by Ottoman Danfodio. But now they must take over. That they have the money, they have the power, they have the weapons, and they have everything. So this time they must take over.
Wait, that is not all. Just watch this one a little bit.
We need help in Benue State. We need help in Benue State. Yesterday, about 90 to 100 people died yesterday. Just yesterday in Benue State. That is when people call their home, their house. They can't even stay comfortably anymore. They will stay and they will be scared of Fulani herdsmen. People can't even go to their farm to feed themselves because of Fulani herdsmen. A lot is happening in Benue State. Fulani herdsmen are buying us every day. People's mother, people's children, people's husband, people's... Like, a lot is happening in Benue State. We need help. We need help. We need help. We need help. A lot is happening in...
All right. So after watching all this, what will you say? All these are happening in the absence of Simon Ekpa and in the absence of Nnamdi kanu. Anyway, don't forget that tomorrow being the second day of May 2025, that our leader will be appearing in court. So just do well to subscribe, because I'll bring you up the update of everything that is happening on this channel, right? But for now, let me just allow you to watch this analysis that our brother make. Then you understand what we are talking about. Please watch this.
Nnamdi Kanu is a living legend. The Federal Republic of Nigeria owes Nnamdi Kanu an unreserved apology with immediate release and compensation. I'm saying this because when he was talking about the Fulani trying to take over Nigeria, it was as if he was blabbing. People could literally say, ah, this guy is a noisemaker, he's talking gibberish. Nobody took him serious then. What is happening today? Today, even the so-called northerners, like the Hausas now, who don't even get to hear their voice, Fulani already successfully took over the north. Fulani is in Middle Belt. Fulani is in southeastern part of Nigeria. So Fulani is in Ebonyi State. Fulani is in Enugu. Fulani is in Abia State, Imo State, some part of Anambra State. Fulani is in Delta. I learned that in Delta, they will buy your land by compulsion, build and then forcibly become part of the community. And you don't dare do anything. That is in Delta. Fulani is in Edo State. Fulani is in all parts of the West, I think excluding Lagos State. Fulani is in Oyo State. Fulani is in Ondo State. Fulani is in Bayelsa State. Timaya tweeted about it the other day. And Fulani is invading Nigeria in each passing second. Nnamdi Kanu is a man of great insight. He was talking about it. When he said that Tinubu wants to become the president of Nigeria, I think Tinubu was still the governor of Lagos State then. We didn't see it coming. Today, what is happening? Tinubu is the president of Nigeria. This man has seen this thing, and when he was talking, nobody listened to him. This detention of Nnamdi Kanu is a gross infringement on his right as a human being, as a British citizen, a Nigerian citizen, or Biafra citizen. He should be released with immediate effect. He should be duly compensated, and he should be apologized to. Public apology that will go all around the globe. Because he was talking about it. I want you to listen, watch this video.
Anywhere you have Fulani headsmen, terrorists for that matter, they tell you, oh, they are pastoralists. They are allowed to do their businesses in the forest. All of you are aware of it. But you kept quiet, hoping that somehow Tinubu will emerge as the president, or an Igbo man will come as the president, and your family will start enjoying. But in the meantime, you have no more farmlands, you have no more forests, you have nowhere you can call your own home. The same stupidity exhibited by Hausa peasants that enabled Fulani to take Sokoto from them, that enabled Fulani to take Katsina from them, that enabled Fulani to take even Kanu from them. Every Hausa land is occupied either by a Fulani emir or a Fulani governor. Some of you don't want to reason. You don't ever learn that the main aim of Fulani is to conquer your land and enslave you. Look at Hausa people today. As I wrote yesterday, they are worse than a discarded tissue paper. They are worth nothing. Only their language is what is relevant in their lives. Everything else is lost. That is why they are in trouble, and that is why they can never ever come out of it. They are all suffering from what I would an advanced version of the Stockholm syndrome. Can you imagine that these people came into their land and took it over, and they cannot do anything about it? Hausa is gone. It took Fulani very many years before they came out of their shell to say we are Fulani. Remember before, many years ago, they told you we are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Because that time their subjugation of the Hausa race hasn't been completed. Now they have completed it.
When this man was talking, nobody listened to him. Nobody took him serious. Today, what is happening? You know, if not that he strategically inaugurated the ESM boys who were in the bush, I don't know whether they are still there now, I don't know. If not because of the ESM boys, the Fulani invading of the Southeast would have been successfully, signed for long ago. By now it will be past tense. But thank God for the little resisting force. And again, if you look at it strategically, it looks as if that the higher powers of Nigeria they are holding a stake in this insecurity. You understand? Because their body language says it all. You will call police that this is happening. You are not going to see them. You will report to governor that, oh, they are killing people in this community. Governor is not even going to respond. He's not going to do anything. He's not going to say anything. As if though what they are killing, they are animals. Even if they are animals, there's what we call animal rights. In the Western world, you don't kill. If you kill a dog, you can be jailed. If you kill a cat, you can be jailed. So there's that thing as animal rights. But we're talking about human beings right now. The Igbos will be crying, shouting, insurgency, insecurity. Nobody said anything. Okay, now, it's now touching outskirts of Igbo land somehow, When they are killing people, maiming lives, raping women in the bush, report it to the government. You are not going to hear anything. Nothing is going to happen. But just hear that the one cow. It's in Nigeria that a cow is priced higher above human. Just one cow. If you hear that one cow is down, then there's going to be a riot. Before I even talk about one Fulani is down. Federal government of Nigeria owes Nnamdi kanu an unreserved apology. That is what I know. Nnamdi kanu is a hero. In fact, his face to appear on one of the currencies. Maybe today or tomorrow or later, whenever. But his face to show is a true hero. Thank you for engaging with my videos. But please help me to share this video. I think I'm making sense. Please help me to share the video. That's the only way I'm encouraged to do another one. When I do a video and you're not sharing it, it makes me weak. Like, I don't know, I get discouraged. I'm just trying to encourage myself. The only way you can help me is to watch the video to the end and share the video.
Are Igbo people under attack in the present Nigeria?
Yes.
Who is attacking them?
The federal government is attacking them.
Tell me more.
Okay. The Southeast geopolitical zone was destabilized by Abuja.
How?
Well, it started with police stations being attacked. You go to some place like Imo State, they attack the police station. The military, this thing is that of the Obins there, they are just minutes away. Other military formations are there. They sack the prison. Nobody will do anything. All over the east.
Who was sacking the prisons, attacking the police stations?
Those people who were organized to attack those police stations and prisons were releasing prisons. That was where it started.
IPOB?
No, I'm not saying IPOB. I said those thugs who were attacking were doing those things. But the central point I'm making is that you can't have a government in place and they sack a police station today, no defense. They sack a second one tomorrow, no defense. They sacked 10 police stations in the state, no defense.
Chief Iluagbunam,
This thing
who was attacking the police stations? Is it IPOB?
You asked me that question. I said,
yes,
no, I don't attribute those attacks to them. The people who should have answered their question are the government functionaries who had the means and the wherewithal to counter those attacks. But that was leading to answering your question, the destabilization of the Southeast geopolitical zone. Okay. Now, when Buhari was military head of state, he organized with some ex-Israeli security agents to go and kidnap Umar Diko in London and bring him back to this country. They kidnapped Umar Diko, they took him to Stansted Airport, they created him, drugged him, but the Scotland Yard Police Department, they found out and released the man. 30 years later, when he became civilian head of state, he went to Kenya and seized Nnamdi kanu and brought him back here. That is at the heart of the instability in the country now. The Supreme Court has said, release this man. The Supreme Court is the highest judicial authority. If you released Nnamdi kanu today, I tell you, the chances of peace returning will be 90%. Why? A lot of the disorder you see in the Southeast zone now is tied to sit at home.
Who ordered sit at home in the first place?
When it started?
Yeah.
when it started, it was IPOB. Initially, at that time, nobody was forced to sit at home. People did it willingly, who liked. If you didn't like, you went your way, nobody disturbed you. Now, you have multiple voices ordering sit at homes. There's one fellow who is in Finland.
Simon Ekpa.
He orders sit at home. Sometimes he said people should buy food stop and stay indoors for 2 weeks. Such ridiculous things. There are all kinds of names. Some of them nicknames. Ordering sit at home, sit at home, sit at home.
Should we accuse Nnamdi Kanu of instigating the crisis and the instability in the southeast?
Now, if you want to do that, you have the freedom to do that. You have the freedom to accuse any other person you like. But I'm not going to be party to that kind of antipathy. That's not the way I function. I'm telling you, ask me a question, and I'm answering. Abuja destabilized the southeast zone. They can stabilize it again by releasing this man who the Supreme Court said
he was released before. Did that bring peace to the southeast?
After he was released, what happened?
What happened?
They went to his father's house and sacked the place, killed people and destroyed the whole place.
Before the father's house was sacked, what happened?
I don't know what happened. Tell me what happened. I'm not a tape recorder.
Because you live in the southeast. You are a village man.
I don't live in Abia State.
But you
and whatever is in the news, if you are in Scotland, you will see it. You will know it. If you are in South Africa, if you are in Bermuda, you will still know. So you will also know that.
I know Chuksule Bunam is a village man.
Yes, I am a village man.
He lives in the village.
I do.
He understands what goes on in the southeast.
I understand what goes on in my village.
Your ears are on the ground.
Your ears are also on the ground. Are they not? Your ears are also on the ground.
So Tinubu releasing Nnamdi Kanu now. That is what you are saying.
Yes, because people who have similar charges like himself have been released. So whether he's in freedom bound back into the US, this other guy of the Mieti there is in freedom and do his whatever is his business in northern Nigeria. And this man, the Supreme Court has said, release this man. So you have got to be told why they think that this man cannot be released. And let me make a final point why I'm saying these things. I believe that there will be some kind of order. Everybody claims to be IPOB. Everybody claims to be ESN. We don't know who is who because we are not members of their organization. But I'm saying that if you have Nnamdi Kanu out and he says, cease sit at homes, any other alternate voice that comes in will be dealt with.
But he has said it from the courts.
They said they didn't believe him, that he wasn't the person who said it. It is not... They said they don't believe it, that he's under duress, that he's still in captivity. Bring him out.
And hopefully Tinubu will bring him out.
Yes, hopefully.
The Igbo nation is speaking up.
In fact, if I were the man, I won't wait for the Igbo nation to do the right thing. I will do the right thing and wait for them to applaud me if they like. If you have the right thing to do not wait to be told before you do the right thing.
All right. So what do you think? Drop your comment on the comment section, all right? I'll see you in my next video. Thank you and God bless you.